There we go. No, go away. I mean, not go away. Turn down. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Artcast. Today we're going to be doing, continuing on with the Momsters series, and we're going to be talking about Trudy from, oh. Wait, what's the actual show called? I totally forgot. Proud Family. For some reason, I wanted to call The Good Family, but that's a, that's like the King of the Hills, not spin-off, sister series by Judd. I don't know why that popped out. I don't know why The Good Family popped in, but this is Trudy from the Proud Family. I'm again using the whole technique of building up the body parts from bare body parts that I've used in Affinity. And she got the devil, which it was fine, cool. I just didn't expect that one. It isn't really like, I don't know, there's no really any theming other than I did use the influence of, there was a show called Martin, starring Martin Lawrence. Hold on one second, I am being summoned. What's the matter? Yeah, that was about maybe 3 months ago. Yes. Yes. Beg your pardon, guys. I dropped you. Yeah, I don't know. Either you've got some checks floating around somewhere, or either you got more money coming in, or you have some checks floating around that people haven't cashed yet. Well, yeah, we didn't send any bill. Well, no, I guess not. Okay, she's having a little trouble with her banking accounts. But anyway, as like I was saying, there was a show called Martin. Oh boy, she hadn't said a word to me for 2 hours.
I had these crazy dreams. And I had a dream
Uh-huh.
that every month, right at the first of the month, they go.
Okay, I'll help you make the bed. But anyway, as I was saying, there was an episode of Martin. In the Halloween episode, Martin's boyfriend wore a very attractive devil outfit. It was a pantsuit sort of devil thing with a flipped collar that resembled flames, and it was just just very attractive. Even like as like a little kid, I was like, "Ooh, that's looks good." Aesthetically, I guess even before you have sort of the idea of a sexual attraction, there's just the aesthetic attraction of it. I was like, and that's always stayed in the back of my head for a while, and then now I get to kind of repurpose it for this. Hold on one second. I'm going to be doing this, and I'm also going to be running around doing some chores. Okay, everything's up and Adam. Okay, cool. Okay, time to make the beds. I'm going to be making beds. I'm going to clean out the pond, and I've got to also do some other chores. So I figured, while I'm doing this right now, might as well go ahead and do an Artcast. I am listening to all of your questions.
Could you help me get this?
What, the bed or the...
So I can watch this?
Yeah, you got it.
Now, what do you push to get?
Well, in order to get that, you need to hit contour, and then you need to go over to YouTube. Now you want to watch your church. Okay, there it is. Now just wait, I'll get you to where you need to be. How's your back?
Good.
It's feeling better?
It's a little better.
Okay, hopefully.
I'm going to be okay.
Yeah, hopefully that shot will do some good. Okay, and there it is. They're on right now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow. 6 people are watching. That's a record.
How many? 6?
6, so that's a record for them.
6 or 60?
6. What?
6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just watching it?
Yeah. Here, let me turn it all the way up.
Okay.
We're now in the final sprint of our journey through
Uh-huh. Come on. I got to replace that one day. Ooh. Hold on. Let me check the comments, see if anyone's here. Oh, hey, Condor. Good evening. Oh, hey, Amelina. It's evening there? Okay. I'm finding that sometimes there's a little bit of drawbacks between Affinity and Paint Tool. In that, yeah, I'm using a lot of time to sort of shape these limbs when I could really just draw them faster. It was just kind of, there's a point where you get a new software and you get interested in what it can do. And then you kind of get bogged down trying to make it do everything that you could probably do a lot faster in other cases. This is still a really big time saver, but I have to start using a little bit smarter. You can see here, I'm just kind of not wasting your time. There's no wasting your time in art. You're just kind of, if you're in a place where you can actually experiment, then it's good. But if I needed to be more efficient, I'm just kind of playing with the shapes at this point. And I have figured out a few more things how to make everything work a little bit more efficiency between Blender and Paint Tool and the other programs I need. What's the matter? It didn't, well, it didn't, what do you mean went dead? Huh. Okay, they either stopped broadcast, started 21 minutes ago.
The sound just died.
Yeah, the stream, for some reason, it just hasn't loaded. Hopefully. What time is it? Yeah, but it says it's not live.
It isn't?
I guess it is. It may have just stopped. They may have just stopped it. Anyway, here you go. You're welcome, Grandma. Yeah. Yeah, well, we got to keep doing what we do. There are certainly some advantages to this program. But I also found out you could just as easily copy and paste, even if it's a vector layer. It'll cut and paste anything into Paint Tool Staya as a JPEG. Yeah, it seems like they may have stopped actually streaming, Grandma. Yeah, Grandma, it seems like they may have actually stopped streaming. I don't know why.
I'll turn it back. Please turn it back.
Well,
And I'm not gonna watch it. I'll go make the bed.
yeah, well, I'm doing that for you. Trying to. Do, 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 do. So you still want that tuna fish casserole tonight?
Huh?
Do you still want tuna fish casserole tonight? Do you want me to try that? Okay.
Do you want it?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
And tuna fish casserole, is that it?
Yeah.
Well, do you like tuna fish?
I remember Mom making it once, and it was pretty good. And we have the stale potato chips.
I'm not crazy.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me know how.
Well, I'll make you anything you want, Grandma.
All right, I know.
But we just have that big bowl of stale potato chips. But then again, they're all mixed up, so I don't know if they're... Some of them are salt and vinegar, and some of them are like nacho.
I just put them all together.
Yeah, don't.
I think they taste a little better, don't they?
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
whatever. Watch out. You have locked your leg behind your...
That's how I got them. It's cord.
Yes.
You move me in the cord. I go down.
She almost fell.
Oh, okay. Thank you, honey.
Mm-hmm. That was like a radio play. And you also have half a pain pill down here. It fell in the night.
I feel bad. I can't go to church because I'm afraid.
Right. No, it doesn't. It's over. It's 11. She's got... then tuna casserole. Everything I think of tuna reminded of the... From DCOM? Smart... Oh. The Disney comedy Smart House. I kind of vaguely remember that. It's fine. I don't know if she wants it or not. We have this big thing of potato chips, and they've gone stale. And what you could do, if it's stale potato chips, you make a tuna fish casserole. If it's stale tortilla chips, then you make a Mexican chicken enchilada casserole. Which is, there's no really enchilada in it. You just mix the chips with a can of soup, a can of chicken, cream of chicken soup, a couple cans of canned chicken, or fresh, preferably. And then mix it together. Depending, you can accordion out the steps if you want to by actually cooking the chicken, grilling it, or sautéing it. It makes the meat much more flavorful. I was going to try that with the tuna today. I was going to maybe either see if I can saute it a little bit. I've never sauteed actual tuna. I've only just like ever put it in a sandwich. Yeah, it's more of it's what you call like a dump casserole. I have made traditional enchiladas, which are much better. Ooh. I was going to say, this is a neat trick that I sort of kind of was learning. Take your color palette, remove the colors from it, keep it on a grayscale, and that'll help you figure out where the appropriate, you can match appropriate colors. It doesn't work always, especially since like for example, the collar really pops out on our green, and then you take a picture of that, take a picture of your reference, turn it to grayscale, and then see if you can match sort of where you want things to go. I found it was really helpful. It doesn't always work. It works if you're organizing your colors one to one, but if you want like certain elements, like background things or objects or effects, then you've got to have those dedicated to certain colors. But anyway, I just tried that one on this one, and it seemed to work pretty good. Tuna pesto pasta. Ooh, that sounds good. I like pesto. We don't eat a lot of Italian food. First of all, because she's got GERD, and second of all, just because she was raised on a farm by a family of Germans. They didn't really have a lot of Italian, which is kind of a shame because that's my other half of my family, and I love it. Okay, I'm going to throw you guys out the window now because I've got to go clean a pond. So hold on one second. I'm throwing the receiver for the Bluetooth on a long wire so I can walk you guys around the corner and hopefully not lose any of the reception. Oh, come on. You got plenty of room. Plenty of line. I mean, I can walk outside and do stuff. There we go. Okay, I had a feeling Grandma was a simple upbringing. All right, see you in a few. No. You're with me the whole time. I just said I threw you out the window. I need to empty out the thing. What is this, spray and wash? No, that's a stain remover. You need something with a little bit of bleach. Disinfectant, Old English, wood cleaner. No, okay, we're just gonna have to use straight up bleach then. Straight up bleach with a sponge. I don't have a spray bottle, which would have been very useful. I've got this sponge and I got gloves. When removing algae from a pond or some sort of little water fixture, you should just empty out the water, spray the walls, and then have all the algae die. You can, of course, use chlorine in pools, but you got to keep using that. And the birds don't want to drink it anymore. Okay, hold on. I'm going to walk with you guys. Oh, come on now. Okay, I think that's about as long as you guys reach. But that's okay. This should give me at least some good reception. At least I can walk around the corner a little bit. This water really isn't that bad, but she wants it cleaned. Oh, bubbles. I think she poured bleach into it anyway. Hold on. Okay, well. bleach. Oh, this is... Oh, no, this is the no splash. This is like a gel bleach. Okay. This is fine. Actually, this is better. I can pour it right on the wall. I was wondering why it made a big glop on the sponge. Okay, there we go. Let it set for a day. Let the sun bleach it with the actual bleach, a bleach tag team. And then I'll come and clean it out during the day. I mean, in the night. Cool. Now throw that away. Rid of all the, dump all these rags down there. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, good. Now I'll throw you guys back through the window and you can be in the house again. Go. Do you need more toilet paper? Okay, good. I cleaned out your the pond.
Oh, did you put it dirt?
Yeah, and it'll dry, and then I'll have to wipe out the gunk and then fill it with clean water.
Did you
And
put-
hope-
Did you put anything in it?
Yeah, bleach. I cleaned the walls with bleach. The
Well,
algae will die in just a few hours.
Yeah, but did you make a little water in it?
Yes.
It makes it a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Oh, hey. Let's see. Oh, Dexter's mom's going to be Frankenstein, which was very apropos. I think you may have seen the reference that flashed up a little bit, the one I'm using that shows Martin's girlfriend in the almost same suit that she's wearing. The outfit that became the inspiration for this one. Okay, now I gotta get in here and start cleaning up. Oh, yeah, put you guys a little bit higher and away from all these electrical lines. There. Here's good. There. And while I'm doing this, I could be publishing another video. So let me work with that real quick. Or did I? No. I still have the files that I need on another thing. Okay, good. Okay, cool. I've got so many spare drives at this point. Let's see. Working. Disk H. Okay, disk H is where it all is. I'm the invisible man. I'm the invisible man. Really underrated Queen song, in my opinion. Although, yeah, did come in later into their profession, their career. Music video is pretty good too. Okay, I guess what I'm looking for are these files. I'm the invisible man. I'm the invisible man. Next to it, Frankenstein, Dracula, crossover scenes. Huh. Wait, so Mary Shelley came before Bram Stoker? Oh, that's cool. Let's see. I need to put this in a new bin just to organize things. Name. There we go. Throw it in the bin. Wait, did I or did I not do this already? Hold up, boyos. Yeah, 18, to be fair, Invisible Man can be scary considering... Yeah. There's also, like, the idea of you know, overlap with ghosts and everything. It's functionally a ghost, except maybe less incorporeal. And the fact that it's, you know, it's still there despite just being undetectable. Yada. Bureaucracy. I'm the invisible man. I'm the invisible... Ooh. 2D shadows. This will be useful. That would be real useful if you can export that as an SVG. God, if you just realized, maybe you could do Toons shading. Toons shading with an SVG, and then that way you can clean up everything later. I don't think so, Gig. Because we do see Kiki's mom, and she's basically just a version of... Well, I see what you're saying, but she's basically just a version of Mom. So while it's... I guess that still doesn't belay your point, but it's also implied that they're just racial swaps of the main family. Ooh, I should play Crypt Master. That just popped up on my feed while I was getting over to studio. I'm the invisible man. I'm the invisible man. It's criminal how you can see right through me. Okay, no, I never published this. Okay, this is good. Okay. Make a print. Section. Get rid of this shit. Throw this down. Wait, no. Ah, I need a song. Okay. What song should I put? What's this one? How long's this one? Yeah, that's fine. You want to go for something that's under a minute or even over a minute. You can still cut it down. I've also been posting these things as shorts. Seems like an okay idea. Turned out looks a lot better than I thought it would when you speed up the footage, because there's a point where I guess I just work in a style where I'll take a longer time to isolate some problems in certain areas. So it's a very nice rhythm of stop and go pretty quickly. Where you can still see, it looks like I'm working very fast, but it's still clear enough. I was afraid there was going to be a lot of like going and zooming and stuff. YouTube doesn't allow me to upload the 3-minute shorts like they advertised. So I guess I need to either put a bunch more and have that unlocked like they do, or I don't know. It's just not available for everyone, which is also something they do sometimes. Out. Frankenstein was written in 1816. Cher was only 19 at the time. Okay. Hey, Firewolf. Oh, where is my... Okay, here's my print. Invisible man. I'm the invisible man. It's criminal how you can see right through me. Not a transformation. Nope. Okay. Go. Over this way. Oof. Why is that like that? Hold on. No, don't freeze up on me. Do I think Jimmy could beat those two? Dexter? Maybe. You know, Jimmy Neutron stands in such a sharp contrast to Dexter, in that Dexter, Jimmy Neutron has more of a wide. He's got like a cast with friends and family. Not to say that Dexter doesn't have that, but it's a little bit rarer for Dexter's friends to get involved with stuff. When Jimmy Neutron, that's the whole focal point of the series, I think. Phineas and Ferb, yeah, those are pretty much on the same level. No, I think I think he would fall for like, I'd say Dexter's biggest enemy is himself most of the time. So I think he would like suffer from Candace syndrome in that he would do something to kind of trip himself up at some point. Why isn't this stupid thing working? What am I trying to do here? Okay, there we go. Fine. I'm just gonna. I can't. I'm trying so hard to like position this one clip in such a right place, but I'm just gonna call it a wash. I'm the invisible man. I'm the invisible man. I don't know how you can see right through me. I was just thinking about Ego Trip. It's all between this one and that one. Leave this open for at least 15 seconds. Okay, stop. Because I'm processing so much footage into like about like maybe 2 hours into like maybe a 1-minute clip. This will run for at least an hour, or depending on the span of the clips, at least 30 minutes. So I can just set it and forget it while I work on other things. It's 1, so that'll go on top. Nope. And that will go on top of that one right there. Just this will be fine. Yeah, that works out great. Okay. I bounce back between Lightworks and DaVinci Code. These are two editors with sort of free functions. I'm thinking about buying the full version of DaVinci Code because they've got a thing that allows you to, or allows the program to read speech from the video and then record speech on a transcript. And then if you put a keyword into the engine or the search engine, you can find exactly when that's said and jump between points in the script. Really useful. They want like $200 for the full license, and I'm looking in to see if that is like some sort of weird AI thing, or if that's all just taking place within the program, and it doesn't require hooking up to some other server while you do it. I have to go grocery. Okay, see you, Amelina. You take care. Again, I think Gende had moved on to Samurai Jack at that point, and see, Gandhi had moved on to Samurai Jack. McCracken was still somewhat working on Powerpuff a little bit. He did the movie, and then he was also working on Foster's. So he wasn't on Powerpuff he wasn't even working on his own show at full speed. There was a time when the two were in tandem, where Gendy and McCracken were working on both shows at the same time, I think. It was a very short period when Powerpuff Girls was just premiering, and they had, your standard 13-episode premiere season. And then switched gears where McCracken was just full-time Powerpuff. There's several documentaries that make a point about how they made a really good team, because Gendy was a great animation. He was a good animator. He was a good storyboarder, but they say one of his weaknesses was his lack of character design, or just flair for it. And the opposite was true of McCracken. They said he had a hard time animating, but he could make up really interesting designs. So the two had extensively been part of a partnership for a long time. Okay, I guess that's it. Okay, Ruby. Output is not available. Oh no. Okay. That's right. I did detach where this needs to go, unless I do some trickery and just save it here. Okay, and then I gotta move it back to my storage over there later on. Okay, never mind. Nope, something's wrong. Board. Why isn't it running through? Oh, okay. There was the problem. Ignore trail. Okay, I was starting from the very beginning of the thing. I needed to move it from Mark's section. There we go. Let's see. Come on, preview. Okay, better. Cool. The highlight of the season, highlight of the laser season was Dexter's dad versus Mandark's dad. Yeah, I guess so. I get there was that one, and then there was. Oh shit! I'm sorry, werewolf. What happened? I mean, other than the obvious. I'm trying to think of an actual highlight of the later season. Would you count the animated short? Like, there was an animated short that appeared before some cartoon, and that for some reason got lumped into the regular rotation of episodes on Cartoon Network. It was the one episode where Dexter got the chicken pox. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, we all feel like we got kicked in the nuts. But like I said, I've been, what was I listening to? I was reading a thread by a bunch of like actual Black Panther survivors. And they basically, it was kind of uplifting. Say that we've sort of been here before. Which is true. I was, also my dad hitting on mom. What? Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, well, did you, which misspelling of that was, okay. Okay, the chicken pox short before the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, I was going to say, that was weird how that just sort of entered the regular rotation. Okay, I gotta start cleaning up this bathroom. I've been staring at the computer screen for a while. I've got my other video processing. That'll take at least an hour. Just put that up there. Oh, the reason why I haven't been doing much streaming is because Grandma got a shot in her back. Just a little epidural, something or other. Put steroids and lidocaine into her lower back and hopefully have that help her with some of her mobility. Not mobility, she moves around fine. She just complains about a pain down her leg, which they have, because of the placement of her discs, they have isolated to a nerve that's running down her, from her back to there, and just everything was fine. Everything worked out fine. She was really nervous about it, because they put you in a twilight sleep, and it's that one thing where it's like you're semi-coherent, but but she's fine now. We sort of had the feeling that she was going to be fine the whole time. The doctors definitely seemed like it was just like a regular in and out thing. But anyway, she needed just some extra attention over the last couple days. Speak of the devil. Hey, I'm going to clean the bathroom.
Okay. Would you help me do something?
Yes, ma'am. What are you trying?
Or you clean it.
Oh.
Would you move that back over here where it belongs?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here, okay.
Well, look, I'll help you.
No, I got it, Grandma. Yeah, it probably does in the winter. Yes, it does. Uh-huh. No, you couldn't have. Just hold on. Why are you out here sweeping? You asked me to clean the bathroom.
I'm mad.
Okay, you're doing good.
I gotta do something.
Yeah.
I really need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of these days, maybe this evening you'll go on.
Right. Yeah, but they even told you to lay down for a 2 days. The doctors.
Well, a couple of days it's gone.
No, we just did it Friday.
Oh, what about that pot, the middle one? Do you think that's just the right size
For what?
to put that thing in when we decide to put it in?
What thing? Yeah, I know what pot you're talking about. What plant are you talking about?
The one in here.
Oh, yeah, that actually would be lovely.
Or would you rather have that blue one?
No, I think, well, Ooh, gosh, actually, that is a tough choice.
We're going to put it in the front room. Let's look and see. The blue
It's
is-
still a very small plant.
Yeah. We'll let it grow.
Let it grow a bit. I don't know. The blue one seems a bit, doesn't feel like it fits anything. The blue one feels like it doesn't fit anything. I would go with the one smaller down. Not the middle one, but the one next to it.
You mean the terracotta?
Yes. Not the terracotta, not the terracotta. The other one. The one that's by the one that's closer to the pillar.
Yes. I can do that.
Oh, I'm gonna change this shit.
Mom's coming up.
I haven't talked to her the whole day. I should text her. Yep, she did. Maybe. I should tell her how you're doing. Anyway, sorry about that. God, she was still out there. And she was still trying to sweep up the thing. I brought her in. I thought she was watching TV because it's the only thing I can hear from down the hallway. Let's see. Also, for some reason, Verizon got rid of its messaging system. So now I've got to use this, whatever it is, Google Messages or whatever. She's good, groggy. Okay, here's her. The Walt Kelly comics, Pogo. Oh yeah. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I know it's incredibly formative for the genre. I did sit through and read not what would you call it, a compendium a little bit, or I wouldn't call it a collection. Anyway, I've read a few. It's good. Still sort of holds up, kinda. Especially if you watch like the animated special that Chuck Jones did. There's a few weird things that like. It's almost like it must mean something, but it also seems like a little bit nonsensical. Especially the dog and the. There's a point where they like do fireworks or something. I forget what special it actually was. Like what holiday it was like represented in. Oh, hold on, she's still on the run. Now she's going out the front. Oh, Grandma, those are... Do you want them in, or... Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, we had them over there. We had them in this little thing. I don't know. It's always in the middle of November. You wanted some baked beans, you wanted eggs, and that's about the only two things I can remember. Okay. The bathrooms, I haven't even touched the bathroom. I've been doing other things. Let's see. It's Tide Rescue Stain Removal. We got 4 things of stain removers. A little bit of Comet? Maybe. Maybe not. No. Oh, I also need Windex. Big pardon? Yep, I set it up last night. I turned it on last night, so all those should be done. I could take them out later if you just want to wait a little bit. Okay, very good. Yep. Yeah, that's true. I guess that's what keeps her young. Oh, you mean like a birthday special for Pogo? Interesting. Well, she's rested, sorta, kinda. She slept real good yesterday. The day we brought her home, she slept until, see, that was noon. And she slept until 4. I had a big bowl. Her appetite has got a good uptick. That might be from could that be from the steroids or the anesthesia? Anyway, she had a big bowl of potato soup that I made her. And then she had, let's see, that's what she had for dinner because that's what I made. And she had more of that for lunch. She usually skips one meal just because she refuses to, like, especially like if it's, she'll have a very light breakfast, toast or something. I made her waffles and eggs yesterday, and then she had a big bowl of the potato soup again, and then she ate a whole hamburger last night. Usually she just has like half of one. But she did pretty good. And she laid low pretty much the whole day yesterday. That's the thing. They said this was going to happen. They said if the lidocaine and the steroids get into her system, they say that they feel really good until they don't. You know, it's a drug. Hopefully, but she's not doing anything she hasn't done before. The way the doctor prescribed it, or the PA, said that they will then try to do things that they hadn't done in like a year and a half, and then end up in worse situation because then they've overstrained themselves. The dishes, the sweeping, this is all things that she does on a regular basis. Oh, but I hear someone. And you got a half of one right there.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Are you using half of one or a whole pill?
I just took a half.
That's good. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's where the regular bleach went. May I take it?
Yeah, take it out.
Okay.
I didn't have any.
Good, good.
Oh, no, leave it in. I'm going to clean your bathroom.
I'm cleaning my bathroom right now.
Clean the shower.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Oh, I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, so I spoke too soon. She just took another pain pill, which was one of her darkest fears when she was preparing for this. She was afraid they were going to take her precious pain pills away, which is weird. She doesn't abuse it. She actually takes takes her doses by halves, which means they're like less effective. Do you have plans on joining Blue Sky or Blue Ski? I saw someone shorten that to just Blue B Sky. So I like the name Blueski. If we can get Beesky, if we can get Beesky going. Yo, girl, I'm on Beesky. What? What's your Beesky? But yeah, I've been on Beesky for a while. Especially during October. Um, yeah, we've also been curious about that. But like she said, she just needs to move. She gets very I don't know, she may actually, considering the family and the makeup of everyone, she probably has some sort of ADD. My uncle definitely has it. My mother, no, not really. There's always these points in history where you're like, when people will describe the behavior of people, and it's like so obviously what they have. Like she'll talk about her father, and she says, "Oh, my dad, he would always like get in the he was no they described him as nosy, very not joyful, not juvenile, jovial." And they said he had a habit of getting in people's like businesses, especially in the kitchen. He would walk around and jiggle the change in his he would jiggle change or keys in his pocket and try to talk to everybody while they were doing things. And when he wasn't working on the farm, always had to be doing something, engaging. So it's like, oh, well, that's so obvious. He had ADD. But it was ADD at a time when, like, who gives a shit? He owned his own farm. He could, like, wander around, get his work done, and, like, bug whoever the hell he wanted, which was his family. Do I have ADD? I don't. It's funny. I got really good grades. I could sit for a while. I have the thing where I need to try to do something, but I think I can focus on things a little bit better. I must be on some sort of spectrum at least. In high school, I did have high anxiety when I felt like when I felt like doing things that like weren't engaging to me. That toilet is looking fine. A little bit of bleach for flavor. I mean, that's why I'm doing this. I'm streaming the art, but I'm also doing like a little like vlog thing. Oh yeah. Okay, I guess we started working on Mom. Which, okay, this technique is interesting. I found out that there's something called the shape maker, and it's a tool where you can choose the various outlines of different shapes and create a new shape based off those outlines. It's actually pretty handy, especially if you want to use like a model like from Blender, and you take the silhouettes of all your shapes. They all overlap each other. It's very messy. This way you can just take that and choose which silhouettes you want to work with and make them. And it's very cool. I think everyone's on the spectrum just because of the ability to the more advanced ability to calculate things. You can definitely like we have a lot of names. There's always that phenomenon, and I think Dan Avidan of Game Grumps like talked about that whole thing where he first was listening to. I guess he has something like either depression or ADD or something, but he was talking about the first time and someone described what he had, and it was just this moment of clarity and relief, because it wasn't just it was in his head, but it wasn't just, it was something that at that point was measurable. And then I think there was this huge kind of like, the problem in the 90s is that you had where kids were clearly being diagnosed with these situations, but there was the cure-all of like, I don't know, Ritalin or whatever, because you had to keep on pushing them through the system, the school system. So there really wasn't any like actual, well, here's what we have to do to address this situation, or these are your personal coping mechanisms that can help you. It's like, no, just put them on Ritalin, get them through the school, no child left behind, get them ready for those tests and push them on through. Yeah, I remember when it was first him and JonTron too, but then it's like, it's been Dan for like 10 years. Interestingly enough, the critic once sat me down and showed me the one. The critic always wanted to like pivot to sketch comedy, which became very apparent. And he pointed to Aaron and this one video about the what was it? It was a video about it was the lightsaber video. Him fighting with someone else, and they were doing the lightsaber noises and everything. And at the time, he had just published the second sequelitis, and I was just kind of looking at it. I was like, Oh yeah, this is the guy who does sequelitis. And he was trying to like get me to, I think he was just like bouncing ideas off of me at the time for like, isn't this great? Isn't this like the future? And I was like, but he published sequelitis. It's like it was the Mega Man one. It's like a masterpiece of analysis, and in a way informed what would later become the bigger trends on YouTube. Which, ironically enough, it just depends on what you want to do. I mean, I say that, but then I also am constantly watching things like, the red-headed comedian. I forget what you call. He's British, extremely British. You could be, Gig. But, and yeah, that happens. If you want to, you can schedule an appointment with, Oh, no. This is the one time that I had to go back. There was, after the third anniversary, I had to actually go back and refilm some stuff because they had lost some footage. So they had to call me back to Chicago. So this was a point where it was like one day, it was me and him alone, and we were isolated. Which, looking back, I sort of look back and maybe think, if I had to give an honest assessment of the whole situation, Doug was a true believer too, but he had always he was always like maybe biting off more than he can chew. And a lot of the shittier aspects of Channel Awesome came from Mike, especially in the way running and retaining talent and choosing talent. And but I can definitely say that the passion was always there with Doug. More so over where he couldn't quite comprehend why people would probably need more payment for things that, or they couldn't just drop things and just like make other, just, yeah. Oh, the story behind the cameo in Heavy Metal is that we shot, I was there at the time and he just wanted to have me. He was, again, that's that sort of, I wouldn't say misaligned passion, just spontaneous passion, because he was like, I was even there. I said, why would I be at the end of your why would I make a cameo? He's like, whatever, let's just do it. And I was like, okay, cool, let's just do it. And we did film a episode of Familiar Faces that was going to go live, but we used one of his cameras, and he said, I'll send you the footage. And it was the same situation where the footage just got corrupted. So yeah, it was just it just like what happened when I had to go to Chicago in the first place. So that's a shame. But yeah, I'm just gonna, I don't, that's a can of worms, and I really don't have any malice towards it, but I don't like to revisit it a lot of the times. We were never really, I would be hard pressed to like actually say what's going on. Hold on. Okay, she's talking to my mom. None of us were actually really tight knit. I met Juario once during the whole thing. We had dinner. And I mean, other than like regular business pleasantries, that's all I can actually call it. Everyone seemed cool. I will say, seeing Todd in the Shadows was a huge sort of mind blower for me. Very handsome gentleman. I'll just say get that off the bat. And the first time I met him is we were all on a hotel floor, and our group was being a little bit rowdy. And then all of a sudden, this guy, he walks out of his door. He opens the door. He looks around, and he seems like really groggy, which he was. He admits, and he looks around, and I'm the first one to sort of say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are we being too loud? I'm very sorry." And then he opens his mouth, and it just sounds like Todd. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's Todd. That's him." That's sort of like the highlight, I would say. Like I was never personally close with almost anyone other than maybe Linkara because I did his comics for a while. I think I've told the story one time where I bought a whole case of RC Cola. A lot of them drink like fishes, I'll say that, if I had to make, but not to the point of like degradation, but like to the point where it flows in with this story that I have. I bought a whole case of RC Cola. I'm like drinking. And then we're there for like a whole week, and by the end of the week, I'm like, RC Cola's done. And then he had his own soda. But then one night he comes in late at night, stumbling in, and he says, "Hey, I found our RC Cola." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I've been drinking it all week." And he had like stolen, not Todd's, Brian's RC Cola, like the half of it. He returned it in the morning, but I just think it was funny. It's like, "I found your RC Cola." And it's like, what the? Well, good looking out, man. And then I just went back to bed. He had shorter hair. Even if I were to describe it now, I don't think it would be too. It would do him justice. Symmetrical, very symmetrical. Good eyelashes, not eyelashes, eyebrows, like chiseled, you would almost say. Okay, so getting back to the artwork, I've got my images here, my references, and yeah, and then all of the shapes I've cut out. Oh, hold on one second. I got to. I think that's about everything. The only thing I really need to clean now is the mirrors. We'll be done with this one. What am I doing, me? Why am I just frozen? Hold on. I gotta maybe push this a little bit. Oh, his face is out there? Okay, well then you can just look it up. Come on, get back to work, me. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to assess what colors I want where. I put all the palette into a grayscape and trying to figure out where I want it all to go. Okay. Oh, phone. I got it. Oh, well, you got it. Okay, she got the phone. Where the hell's the Windex? Hold on.
Now, would be the same guy? Oh, same thing.
Oh, they got little dogs. Grandma's watching some weird. Well, she's not watching. She's just. It's on. I'll just. I don't know. Clean up my room a little bit. At least the mirrors. Well, I've got a wad of paper towels in my hand. I was going to say, I guess I should highlight the serendipity of this, where Dexter's mom is a Frankenstein creature, which is very, again, appropriate for the themes and the character. I guess that happened the first time I did this, where she was invisible. And it was like she touched, I depicted her in the lab touching one of the experiments, making her invisible. Last year it was Spider, which wasn't, I would say, horribly appropriate to her character, but there was a bit of an irony with her using her web, or using her ability to clean up cobwebs. The Invisible Man. Perfect. Just what I said. The video got made. I'm the Invisible Man. Turn off the light. It was a musical and reunion. Huh. Oh, that's weird. No, I wasn't there. Wait, what's going on with Larry? Yeah. There is something very relaxing about the whole lineless style, and having to sort of sculpt and shape and cut out different things. I think, analogous to, I don't like paper craft. It's fun. The Invisible Man. That mirror in the hallway. This one looks fine. We had a little critter the other day. My niece. So there's sort of thumbprints on the lower parts of all the mirrors. My family. They had a thing for like the mirror closet things. They had them over at this house, and they had them over at my house. Well, my mom's house. And then I moved into an apartment with one of them before I came over here. I don't like them. They get too dirty. You got to clean them. Oh. Sure, you can look at your full body when you get dressed and everything, but what's going on?
Yeah, but the thing that he's doing is he called it Banger and Belch. He's making the corn. I mean, here it is, not even December yet. He's making food. I like it.
Oh, because my uncle's crazy. Eating a banana. Hey, DJ. I will try. I've got a script, but Christmas is always insane. Because especially just because I'm kind of pulled in a million different directions at the same time. Halloween is really the only time where I put like a concrete, no, I'm working on this right now. We have to do it later. Unless it's an emergency, like the car battery not working and stuff like that. Where I actually like niche out some time to do it. I like how this stream started. You know, quiet for about 3 hours, and then as soon as I hit that stream button, it's like, what's this? What's that? My mother has this annoying saying. It's like, not complaining, just stating facts. And it's like, well, they're not exclusive. I like your icon, DJ. What is that? A little robot or a controller? Working. Yeah. What is? Oh wow! I'm looking at all this spare video thing I have. Huh. I mean, this old folder I haven't used in like forever. Okay. What do I want to load it? Okay, in here. Oh, I'm lagging today. I hope I didn't take my medicine twice today. I say that because for some reason my Monday was flipped up on my pill case. Yes, I have a pill case. Thank you very much. Oh, it would suck. Gig. Yeah, if you want to follow me on Blue Ski, or Bisky. What is this? Let's see. What is it? I need to like probably change my avatar in my header. It's still the default because I just don't care. Yeah, it's just Chad Rocco at bsky. Chad Rocco dot bsky dot social. Huh? It's not my email. That's weird. That's better than Twitter. Let's see. The only thing I'm waiting to move over to, first of all, I've got like the commission notes saved on Twitter and stuff. But also, I'm waiting for tabletop gaming deals to jump ship. Hopefully soon. Or let's see if they even have a Blue Sky. No, they keep changing. That's just a place where I find like cheap tabletop gaming stuff, as the name implies. Like, there's some really good games that are just like $10, especially Funko Pop. Funko Pop seems to be going through a sort of yeah. They've got a game called Animated, and now it used to be, well, 34. That's not bad. That's not the lowest. That's not the lowest drop. It was 34, now it's 15. Them and Ravensburg, they also tend to like put a little too much stuff out there. I've got to do some cheap damage stuff. But other than that, Blue Sky is just so way more chill. First of all, because the algorithm is not shit. Oh, Space Dad's on here? Okay. They've already got accounts like Out of Context Simpsons. They're doing pretty good. You know, the gimmick accounts. Oh, cool. That's interesting. Someone just brought up the point of porn prevented this app, I assume they mean Blue Sky, from becoming an NFT trading hellhole that was initially envisioned by Jack. So I guess Jack wanted this to be a place where you could trade NFTs. And rather, okay, that's good, just because people were posting their porn and stuff. Not even porn. Well, maybe some porn, but the only thing I really go into is just saucy stuff. I don't even know if you would describe it as lewd. Oh, wow. This is an amazing, and Discovery's amazing. Like okay, cool. Isaac, I just discovered someone with good art, and it's good art. It's not some shitty. Hey, oh cool. My yeah, my blue ski is B ski is blowing up. Blue Sky actually doesn't have an algorithm. Well, even better. Are Funko Pops popular anymore? I don't think so. But they have published a lot of like pretty interesting games. I'm not talking about Funko Universe. I'm talking about like actual games they've backed. Like some strategy games that are at least interesting in a way. That and Ravensburg. I think Ravensburg has like done some really good stuff. Cool, Condor. Yeah, I saw that. I saw someone. Are you Steam Powered Cyborg or? No. You're here. You're here. Okay, yeah, cool. I just added you. Right. There is no algorithm because Jack abandoned it, and the people that are doing it now just let it so that it just happens whenever it happens. You know, you post something and it just does it. Can you see? No, my profile. My profile. Yeah, you can see likes, so I don't need to retweet everything. You can see feeds, which means you can make your own feeds of different artists. Starter packs. I have no idea. I don't know what most of this stuff is, but it looks interesting. I guess feeds would just be a more efficient bookmarking. This was interesting. I was going to say the one advantage of like, you may have to like rework a lot of the shapes, but like one of the advantages of working between like Blender and then Affinity is that you get some good poses out of it, representative in somewhat real space. I think it's just, and it. I could have just taken a screenshot of the actual pose, but this also helps me break down some shapes and able to manipulate them more. I just think it's nice. Oh, and the ability to mass block a lot of a whole list or a whole feed is also really impressive. What's going on here? Okay, got to do some bookkeeping. Uh, I have a license for this music. I bought it. There's a plague of I don't know what you would call it, music problems with like licensing and YouTube music and everything. First of all, the music on YouTube now just sucks. I don't care if they have like, ooh, wait, what? I didn't get a license when I downloaded Astra. I'll just eat it. There's a thing, especially if you go like from Pixabay or you go to close, whatever. it's revenue sharing. So you have to download a license if you get it from Pixabay or if you buy it from Fanatical. And even then, YouTube makes it a huge pain in the ass to do anything. And each time you use the same music, you can't download, or it won't let you it won't keep a memory of all the music you use. Oh, I forgot. I gotta make a thumbnail. Okay. Or select one. Like I said, I started doing this on Shorts. It seems like it's a good idea. And then I can finally delete all the footage. But I've got like the footage in like 4 different forms online. So I think it'll be okay if I can do that, make more room on my drives. I've been doing this for like maybe about a year, just haven't like had a good like delivery system for it all. Negativity size birthday dinner last night was pretty good. Bacon wrapped scallions, awesome. Crab stuffed mushrooms, fantastic. Hash brown casserole. What's a hash brown casserole, if I may ask? Cream spinach, very good. Hash brown casserole. Wait, did we have this discussion before? I think. Hash brown casserole sounds good. That doesn't have sausage in it, or am I thinking of another thing? That all sounds great. I made a pretty decent hamburger last night. It's your cheesy potatoes with. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, awesome. That sounds good. I make that whenever we have brisket because it pairs well with it. Down lows, 2 slows. Let's see. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Where is it? There we go. Hopefully I'll do some streaming tonight, or Melanie will be back on the thing, and we'll do some more Batman stuff. I found out that what was it? Who did DLC? Blood released some DLC, the werewolf patch. So hopefully we'll get a werewolf. And do you think Blue Sky will last? It seems to be catching up steam. It seems like it's just another part of the whole media migration from like whenever something like agitates the artists. Like Tumblr was great for a while, and then it moved over to, I guess, back onto Twitter. It was like Twitter, then Tumblr, because Tumblr offered more ways to aggregate all of your posts, and then back over to Twitter when Tumblr was sold to Verizon, and they lost. They decided to get rid of all the quote unquote lewd stuff, and then that moved back to Twitter. Twitter's a crap hole now. So Blue Sky, I think, has a good chance. Now, I don't think it's quite as versatile as Tumblr. I think Tumblr still has sort of soft part in some people's in hearts, because again, you can aggregate it a little bit better. I don't know about the algorithm. In DeviantArt, I just consider just a folder. I know that they've done shitty things with AI and other partnerships, but at least it's a folder. Like, even if it's like, I don't know, even if you come across a folder that says Sonic the Hedgehog's nostrils, and it's just drawings of his nose over and over again, at least when you click on that folder, it'll just be a collection from either the most favorited to the least favorited, from newest to oldest, oldest to newest. It'll still all be pictures of Sonic the Hedgehog's nostrils, and everything is in one place, and that's good for something, I guess. Aside from like the obvious thing of making your own website. I once stumbled upon like this artist. Let's see, there was 2 times I did this. There was one artist that drew just girls sneezing, and that's all they were. They were, especially Disney. Like, there was one of Rebecca. I was like, oh, this is an interesting comic, and it was like really well drawn, and it was Rebecca going through her office, and there was dust kicked up, and she sneezed. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, where's the next page of this comic? And then there's another one where it was, oh yeah, DeviantArt's, the search function is garbage now. So I tried it. I tried looking up my own name, and my own like gallery didn't show up when I was posting the Momsters. And I looked the next page over, and it's not Rebecca. That was the story. Rebecca sneezes. And the next one comic was the Mouse from Great Mouse Detective. You know the one. And she was on stage dancing, and then there was just some dust kicked up, and then she sneezes. Which I later found out that, yes, there is some sort of there is a subgroup of people that have that the act of sneezing stimulates some sort of the same sort of what would you call it? Chemical congruent to being turned on. So it has some place in science. Thank you very much, Sawbones, over at themcElroys.com. So yeah, there was even a comic about this phenomenon, about stumbling across someone's fetish and not realizing it. I think it was like a girl, she was in front of a computer and she's like, oh, this is a really good artist. And then like, huh, that's weird. All of this artwork is about women being turned into stone. And then the final page is just her like being mortified and being like, I stumbled across someone's porn. What am I saving? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's done. I wonder if Grandma's getting hungry. It's about 12. I should make her a Sammy. Or she can have more of the potato soup. God, I hate potato soup. I'm so good at making it, but I hate it. Like, my family loves my potato soup, but I can't stand it. Or maybe I could stand it, but now I can't because they ask me to make it so often. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. First of all, she likes where she lives. Second of all, I'm not going to also, because those homes, they do put liens against your property, or they don't do liens against your property. They have access to their bank accounts, which means that they can basically drain like my grandma's crappy offspring. Some of them really need an inheritance. So by actually keeping her in a house that she owns, happy here, when the time comes to actually sell the house, hopefully the market stays where it is, that dumb screwing things up too bad, or just the bubble bursting from all these idiots buying houses at an insane rate. But let's just the hopefully that remains, and my mom and my idiot uncle and my idiot aunt have something to back up on, because they currently have nothing, so they suck so bad. You want mean Condor? That's my honest opinion. So in a way of being here and taking care of things, being a caretaker for her, I'm also being a caretaker for the rest of them. And it's just like, frankly, that's just the honest extent of the situation. Boy, that got real, didn't it? Anyway, there's a bolt. Yeah, this one was especially hard to figure out what was going to be what. I don't know, I just got tripped up in a few places. That's why it's always better to like figure out how to isolate all your colors. I had a nasty habit of always collapsing different layers. Even if you got to work on 100 different layers, it's best to keep all those sloppy layers than to collapse everything and have to like cut and try to recolor everything. Oh, when did you get here, Animations? Did you just sneak in? Music license? What the hell? No. There we go. Beautiful. I mean, you're semi-protected inland, so inevitable sinking of the coast to the sea won't affect you. Oh, the summers here are god-awful. Horrible. Insane, and they just keep getting hotter and hotter, and everyone's just like, oh, that's a neat little fun fact, it's always hotter every year, isn't that neat? And it's like, oh my god, I can't stand the news anymore. That's like half the things that she watches, so which is always why I have earbuds in. That depends, because we all live here because we all have air conditioners. Also, like, yes, to be perfectly honest, it's perfectly temperate for what, 3/4 of the year. Like, it's fine now. It was just a switch. It was a switch. One morning we woke up and it's all fine. You can walk outside and it's great. But if you can just like sit under a rock for 3 months out of the year, and you'll be fine. Do you ever compete in art competitions as a kid? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I did a few things. Not art. Art came relatively late in my my repertoire or my passions. It was like maybe late in high school when I was actually like, oh yeah, people do things for a job. I should do that. Uh, I know I've never actually entered a lot of competitions. I did a few on DeviantArt and I won a couple, but not anything like a state fair or anything like that. Um, I was advised to. I never followed up on it because there was this one year in college where I made a little toy robot out of all the different shapes and wood and spindles and everything, and my teacher was very incredibly impressed with it and said that she wanted me to enter it into a toy competition, this little like toy art competition thing where it was like, I don't know, hybridized. I wouldn't technically have called my thing a toy. I guess it was like a model. But she said, oh, you should totally do it, and I was like, okay, I'll do it, and never did because I just kind of decompressed or I don't know, just fell apart after that semester. I was curious, since you found old videos reflecting on your old art style, would be fun to do. Interesting. Maybe. Ooh. Yeah. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, looks like we maybe have about 4 minutes left in the stream. I'm just looking at my thing run. Yeah, I like this pose, but on the other hand, sometimes the color came out. The palette that was chosen, it's a little bit too of a light wash. I think it's better on the actual picture because you lose some fidelity with the restreaming the footage. But yeah, then the design came out good, like making your hair look like it's higher than it is. Be nice, Condor. Be nice. Huh. Okay. That is a little weird, Gig. But we're just gonna walk on by. And again, the background in this one's very simple. Lightning bolts. Lightning bolts at the bolts, and that's what it is. I was gonna do something. I was gonna add machinery and everything, but I thought I was like, ah. Let's see if Grandma's ready for lunch. Grandma, are you hungry for anything? No. No, we didn't have breakfast or lunch so far. You want me to make a sandwich? I think that would be prudent. Or you can have some of your soup.
Yeah, I'll just eat the soup.
Okay.
Now, are you eating these? Okay.
Yeah, I'll have a piece right now.
Pretty good. It's give it to Mother.
All right, groovy. How was Mom?
Fine.
Good.
Went to church.
Mm-hmm.
Is this all the soup?
No, there's more right here. But you left this out in there.
But she's good.
Good. Is she coming out or?
Oh.
Good. Yeah, I figured.
I think you bring out the notes. I believe I'll just, you know, into. I remember when my mother was young. And I worked 9 hours a day. And I'd be up at night.
Yeah.
But it was a blessing for me. Nobody wanted it, so we started away.
No, your cake is good. I'm eating it right now. It was just we had all that Halloween candy left over. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty good cake. What's amino? Yeah, I'm just looking at something real quick. We got 18 seconds. Frosting's a little dry. She made her cake right before Halloween. It was like, we're going to eat all the candy. Or leftover candy. Oh, it's a fandom app. Okay. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, that's right. I got to make the feather duster. Okay, yeah, we've got another 10 minutes of runtime. Cool. Okay. Paper plates. We know some need paper plates.
Huh?
Paper plates?
Put them down.
Okay, so you want toothpaste, pork and beans, lunch meat, which we have, but we need cheese.
I don't know if you had more than that. But I will.
Yeah. Ah. No. Paper plates. We want some cheese. And yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. Okay. Do you? Yeah, corn chowder's good. Not corn chowder, clam chowder. No, and I haven't had, what was it? What's it called? Not egg drop soup. War wonton soup in forever. I haven't found a good place that makes it. Go. Oh, why would your back be sore after being up all morning when they told you not to? Yeah, well, that's good. It's about that time. She really hasn't done anything. I mean, not egregiously. And I probably shouldn't be so mean, but good ham. But she doesn't like to sit, so that's the issue. Hot and sour soup. I don't like hot and sour soup. I had it one time and was like, ew, gross. Maybe that was just the restaurant. I really loved a war wonton, and there was one restaurant that always did do really good egg drop soup, but there was only one restaurant that I liked it from. Animations. I am on Blue Sky. You can look me up at Blue Sky or just Chad Rocco. bluesky.social, and I am already on there. Oh, cool. Scotty's here. What is that? There was something hard in my sandwich. Did I lose a tooth? No. 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 Okay, all my teeth is still here. Jeez. What was that? You ever do that? Is it there's a bone in the ham? Like, I'm not eating a ham, like a cartoon ham steak or anything. What? Well, no, not really, Grandma. They're still good. I mean, they're not good. It's just that you mixed them with a bag of the old potato chips and shouldn't have done that. Yeah, now I'm paranoid. No. Nope, everything's present and accounted for. Huh. So weird. Hope it wasn't glass. Grandma broke a glass. Well, we dropped a glass salt shaker. But then why would it be in the ham and in the bread? Huh. Oh well. Yeah, I think I will be taking some commissions. If you get on Blue Sky, hit me up or try Twitter. I've still got to deliver some stuff over there. Yeah, maybe it was dry. But no, I mean, sometimes there's dry stuff and it doesn't, I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Huh. It's Land O'Lakes ham. So it's super thin. It can't possibly have a bone in it, but maybe it does. Don't know how they messed that up. On DA? Okay, I'll check. Okay, and this is just me renaming it. I have the same filter for everything. Ah, thank you. Wait, am I saying Land O'Lakes as in lunch meat? Let's see. Hold on. Before I actually called this a stream, I got to look up. Da, 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 da. Okay. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no, the top of my microphone. Where did it go? It was Lando Frost. There we go. There it is. Okay, so that's basically it. We've looped around to the beginning of the first one again. Let me see if I can get you back to where it was. Yeah, there we go. Did we get a good shot of it full? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's Land Frost, not Land O'Lakes. Same thing, though. Same color scheme, actually, the yellow and the blue. Anyway, yeah, this one turned out good towards the end. The colors are fine. I'm glad I like I said, I played with the detailing a little bit. The double one turned out pretty good. Like from beginning to end, so these two are actually pretty good. And again, I like the posing, which is something that you can get from this sort of workflow. So, yeah. Oh, thanks, Gig. Hey, Andy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You missed the whole thing, almost. I'm getting ready to sign off. But thank you for coming. Yeah, what can I say? May do some streaming tonight on, or Melanie may do some streaming tonight. Most likely, if nothing pops up. Get back on that whole routine. And we will pick up where this left up later, okay? So anyway, I just want to say thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then, okay? You all have a good one. Bye.